Welcome to the Slavic bestiary. Here I will tell you about the worst beasts and demons that have been living on the Slavic lands for centuries. Devils are perhaps the most widespread demonic beings inhabiting Polish lands. They appeared with the rise of Christianity and immediately conquered the entire country. They could be met everywhere, in wildernesses and full taverns, in dense forests and fields, in ancient ruins, in riverside thickets, and even in the church. Every village once had its own devil. It messed around and meddled, persuaded spouses to cheat. All in all, he led people on the wrong path. Sometimes, wanting to take shortcuts, he approached specific landlords with a trade proposal, a human soul in exchange for wealth and power. While in the case of the aristocracy, such a method worked, in dealing with the peasantry, the devil was always left tricked. And what did he look like? Although he was sometimes invisible or appeared in the form of an animal, most often he resembled people in silhouette and clothing. This camouflage helped him in gaining the trust of potential victims. However, even a not very skilled eye could recognize the messenger of hell. The devil usually limped on one leg, which instead of a foot ended in a horse's hoof, and in his thick hair or under his hat he hid small horns. In addition, he had no holes in his nose, smelled of sulfur and tar, and instead of nails, he had claws. It was believed that the devil chose his brides from among earthly women. Most often they were witches. And here are some of the most famous devils. Hadas devil is a good and naive devil, considered as a useless fool by other devils. He never hurt anyone or led anyone down the wrong path, which is not surprising, since unlike other devils, Hadas never hid his infernal nature from people. He dressed his horns with field flowers. He walked through the fields, wagging his tail, whistling merrily, simply enjoying life. Kariki devil, extremely intelligent and enterprising devil, serving frequently with people as an economist. Due to his extremely ugly appearance, he never showed himself to anyone and directed his advice to clients from hiding. To those who used of his services, he remained faithful until his death, not his own of course. In exchange for relinquishing his soul, he provided wealth and prosperity. Fugas the devil is an unbridled glutton who has been banished from hell and wanders the earth. His perpetually unsatisfied hunger makes him sneak into manors and cottages to gobble up supplies and raid larders. Baruta the devil was a noble devil, originating back in the days of the pre-Christian times. With the establishment of the Polish kingdom, he left the ancient wilderness to bind his fate to the history of the Polish country. He commanded all low-ranking devils. He had a volatile and impulsive nature. He was angry and cruel, but he was also able to help people and punish wicked sinners. He appeared at assemblies, in taverns, and on battlefields. In the Leczniki castle, his ancestral home, he amassed enormous treasures. His name was known as the country long and wide. Only the partitions put an end to his career. The golden freedom of the nobility came to an end. Foreign devils, much more cunning and ruthless than Polish ones, began to roam the country. The bitter Baruta took refuge in the ruins of his castle, where to this day he guards the treasures, sips old wine, and ponders about the past glory of the noble republic. Rokita devil was a grim, unkempt, and large devil. He was most often found in marshes and swamps, where he sometimes attacked travelers or confused their wits and dragged them off into the wilderness. Rokita did not have a head for sophisticated tricks, but he was famous for his monstrous strength and rough even by hell's standards language.